In the telling of a joke, it's sometimes good to have a theme going. And doctor-patient relationships is always a good thing. And then you've got to decide on what sort of joke you're going to tell. I mean, you could tell a short, sharp joke, like, "Doctor, doctor, I think people keep ignoring me." Next. Oh, a little bit more sophisticated sort of joke is the guy who walks into the doctor says, "Doctor, I think I'm camping equipment." He says, "Is that right?" He says, "Yeah, some day I think I'm a teepee, and other days I think I'm a wigwam." And the doctor says, "I know what's wrong with you. You're too tense." Oh, you could tell a joke that requires a little bit more acting and a bit better joke on the teller's behalf. Like the guy who goes into the doctor and says to the doctor, "Doctor, doctor, as you can hear, I've got a speech impediment, and I'm just wondering, is there anything that you can do about it? Because I think it's actually stopping me getting further on in my job." And the doctor says, "Well, I'll have to run a few tests to see what's wrong." So anyway, the doctor runs a few tests on the guy, and he says, "Well, I think what's happening," he says, "you've got rather a large appendage, you know, a big penis. And what we're thinking it's doing is that the weight of the penis is pulling on your larynx, like, you know, and it's giving you this impediment, this speech impediment." He says, "Well, doctor, is there anything you can do about it?" He said, "Well, what I could do is a top and tail." He said, "What does that mean?" He said, "Well, I'll cut the middle bit out and join it back together." He says, "You've got quite a bit there, like, sort of thing, so you'll still have a decent, you know, showing, like, sort of thing." He says, "Well, and it should solve your problems as such." He said, "Well, that's a bit drastic, but we'll do it." Anyway, a few weeks later, he comes back into the doctor and he says, "Doctor, as you can hear, the operation was a success. And everything seems fine in the vocal side." He said, "But I'm having a problem now satisfying my wife. And I'm just wondering, is it at all possible to reverse the process?" And the doctor said, "I'm sorry, I don't think that's possible."